What's up, mother? Money Moicano here, and today we're going to talk about Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. Stay tuned. What's up, mother? Thank you for all the support, the fastest growing MMA channel in the whole world, and we need you, mother. We need you. Like button, comment, share, all that good stuff, and let's grow, okay? UFC 291, we still have plenty of time. I'm going to do a prediction video about the whole UFC 291, and in UFC 291, I have a lot of friends that train with me in the ATT, Dustin Poirier and Ikram Aliskerov and Marcos Rogerio de Lima. So I have pretty good picks for UFC 291, but today I want to talk about that fight, Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. And you know why I want to talk about that fight? Because this is going to be a great fight to watch. Jan Blachowicz, former champion. I never thought he would be champion. If you see his record, 29-9 is not a great record, okay? From Poland, 6'2", 78 in reach and 44 in leg reach. But let's talk about that guy for a bit, okay? Jan Blachowicz was a pretty unknown guy to me. I didn't remember him at all, but he did a great job on the division 205, and he beats names like Alexander Hachet. He beats Israel Adesanya, Dominic Reyes, Corey Anderson, Ronaldo Jacaré, Luke Rockhold, Nikita Krylov, Jim Manua, Jerry Cannonier, Devin Clark. That was a long time ago. But I remember that fight against Thiago Santos. He lost. But after that, he did a pretty solid run to the title and he became champion. And he lost to Glover Teixeira because Glover Teixeira was better on the ground, better on jiu-jitsu, better on the grappling. And it was a great fight. But he's fighting this guy named Alex Pereira. Kickboxing legend, 72 in MMA, coming from a losses from Brazil, 6'4", He was a middleweight champion. Great story, my brother. The story of this motherfucker is crazy. 79 in reach, 44 in leg reach. But let me tell you something. That's an awesome fight, And even though Jan Blachowicz is more of a striker, do you guys remember the fight against Adesanya? Do you guys remember the fight? It was a great fight to watch. Adesanya, obvious, even though he's smaller, he is the better striker. If you guys remember the fight, Blachowicz took him down several times. He didn't do that much damage on Adesanya on the ground, but he controlled and he got the decision, right? So Blachowicz is a very good fighter. Blachowicz is a former champion. And guess what? For me, I love Alex Pereira's style. He is a knockout artist. Since the glory, the kickboxing days, he always was like that. Heavy hands, very good knee, great technique, even though it's not an orthodox technique. He's a very good kickboxer. He see the holes on the game and bam, you done, my brother. So he took UFC by storm, and because of the history with Adesanya, he had 2 fights before all you guys know about that. UFC built him up and he beat Adesanya, and I was over there on the title fight. When Pereira became champion, I was over there watching in New York. You guys remember when I say Moicano wants money? You guys remember that? I beat Brad Riddell on the same day, and it was crazy to see a Brazilian guy become champion in New York. It was very nice. After that, we saw what happened, but he lost to Adesanya on the rematch, even though he was winning. But the thing that I want to say on this video about the next fight against Blachowicz is, I was on the backstage and I was seeing him cutting weight. I was watching videos, I was seeing him on True Hotel, and I could not believe how big he is to fight in middleweight division. So I think Adesanya on middleweight division, he's a weight bully, He puts a lot of weight after the weigh-ins. The motherfucker is huge, and that with his knockout power made a huge difference. So, very hard to tell what's going to be, because I don't think Jan Blachowicz a big light heavyweight. He's not a big light heavyweight. And Pereira, it's going to have a way easier life just having to cut to light heavyweight. But still, he will be a pretty good, decent sized light heavyweight. Here is my opinion how the fight is going to play out. I think Jan Blachowicz is not going to underestimate Alex Pereira power and leg kicks. He knows the dangers, and it's pretty obvious what is going to happen. I think that fight, let me check the rankings right now. So if you ask me, I think Adesanya had a better chance to beat Jamal Hill than Blachowicz because of the style. You know, I think on the top 5, this is, I don't know why UFC is doing this, but I think this is the worst matchup for Alex Pereira. Even though I want him to win, you know, I like his style. I wish he could speak in English so you guys could understand him better, you know, because he looks like a funny dude, a chill guy. So I want him to win. Of course, he's a Brazilian. I want to see Brazilian champions, but I think stylistically that fight is the worst on the top 5. I could see him beating Jamal Hill. Magomed Ankalaev will be a very hard fight for him. So Alexander Rakitic will be a better fight for him than Blachowicz. Nikita will be Johnny Walker. You know, I think the worst 2 matchups for him on this division on the top 5 is Ankalaev and Blachowicz. Why is that? Because Blachowicz got power, and even though he's not a wrestler, he can wrestle, and we saw against Adesanya, and we saw on the Pereira and Adesanya fight the way Adesanya shoot for takedowns, the way Pereira shoot for takedowns. Even though he's training with Glover, and I hope his ground game is getting better, I feel going up in a division like light heavyweight, fighting a former champion like Jan Blachowicz was not the best move for Alex Pereira right now, today. You know, he should take a easier, he should have taken a easier way to the top 5 and to the title, you know, because I don't know why that fight doesn't make any sense to me, Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira, but that's what you got. So my prediction for the fight, I think Jan Blachowicz, he wins by decision, but he most likely could get a finish, like a TKO or something like that, because I can see Alex Pereira rocking Blachowicz on the feet, but I don't, because Blachowicz didn't stand and bang against Adesanya. You know, he was smart, and Pereira is way more powerful than Adesanya. You know, like if you are watching his fights, the way he finished the fights, motherfucker is tough, he's mean. You know, his power is no joke on the light heavyweight. So I think Jan Blachowicz is going to strike a little bit soon as he sees some momentum, some timing to take him down, he will. And one other thing that I didn't like about Alex Pereira camp, I saw him train with Dylan Dennis, brother. And let's be honest, this guy is not a real MMA fighter, you know? He's a boxing celebrity or something like that. And we have the video, we're gonna show the footage. Dylan Dennis taking him down, brother. Dylan Dennis is small motherfucker, brother. Imagine Jan Blachowicz shooting for takedowns. He's going to hold Alex Pereira, but I only hope Alex Pereira catch him on something like on knee, or, you know, on a hook or something, but I'm not seeing that. I don't see the odds. Actually, the odds are Blachowicz minus 150 and Adesanya plus 130, and man, to be honest with you, Jan Blachowicz on a parlay, and I'm going to talk about that, and I'm talking only about UFC 291. So for now, what I have is, I think Jan Blachowicz is a lock. I think Jan Blachowicz is a lock, you know? Minus 150 is pretty good for a former champion, has more experience, even though he's older, you know, he's a little bit older, but I feel on the light heavyweight, this is not going to be a problem. And of course, Alex Pereira can knock him down, but I'm not seeing this happen. I think he's going to be way more careful, you know, to this approach to the game. And with these odds, I think Jan Blachowicz is a lock, especially if you put him on a parlay. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to make financial advising. So that's just my opinion. What you guys think? Who win? Alex Pereira, Jan Blachowicz? That was the video, mother. Stay true and stay tuned. MMA fastest growing channel in the whole world. Money Moicano. Peace out, bitch.